It's Lenny, R.T.B, and yeah, I'm going to be starting another build. Running inside, well, alongside the Vulcan, which I'm doing. Well, you know, obviously, because you've seen this build before, me chatting to you. So let's get on with it. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll do with this video. I shall do a review on the kit for you and just show you little bits and pieces of what I intend to do with it. And yeah, we'll go through everything, I suppose. And then on the next video, we'll start the build straight on. Okie dokie. Right, so let's turn around and have a look at what we got. Right, so as you can see, it is the FR9 version. There are a couple of others that Airfix have done, but I've picked this one purely because well, until I actually saw this actual kit, I didn't know there was an FR9. So to that end, that's why I bought it. Plus, it's one of these iconic 1950s, well, 40s stroke 50s aircraft, which had a mixed sort of like, I don't know what you want to call it, a review as it were. Some said it was good, some of it was bad. Characteristics were good and bad. But it's just one of these, it's the icon, it's the one, yeah, it's the first of everything. So yeah, that's why, yeah. Anyway, yeah, lovely box art. What it is depicting an FR9 going over the Oman. And this is the actual livery we'll be doing it in. You do get two decal options, which is the Oman one, and let me just see. The one that's based in Germany, number 2 Squadron and Gütersloh in May 1953, and the one I'll be doing is from 208 Squadron. Where are we? There we go. 208 Squadron in Oman in December 1957. I'm not actually 100% sure, but I'll have to ask my dad. But I think he might have been out there at the time of that kit. Well, of me doing the kit, if you know what I mean. So what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at the old instructions, and they are as you would expect your new-ish type of instructions from Airfix. Very nicely laid out. Good details. Also you got like the colouring as well to say that that was the last pick you put in. Certain angles that you'll need to make sure that it's actually in it. So overall it's a very comprehensive, very well laid out set of instructions, and I say that because, well, if I can follow it, I'm pretty sure you can, because I'm a bit of a dimbo. Anyway, everything's laid out and quite nicely too, and there are a few options which I am going to be doing on this. It does have a gun bay, as you can see. Let me just get that into view properly. You get a gun bay on both sides. Now on the starboard side, that's going to be closed. On the port side, I'm going to have these open, or the gun aperture open, so you can actually look inside. And also when we go on to the engines, what I'm going to do is pop it over. Right, you get an option, you get like a stand or whatever it is for an engine to be out, which I'm going to do. So you'll have one engine out on its plinth. I will paint it and detail it. I'll try and do a little bit more if there is anything on it. But also you've got inside the actual engine housing itself, or the cowling, if you want to call it, on the nacelle, an engine actually inside, and the plate or the covering for it, or the cowling, will be off. So on the left hand side, or port side, you'll have the gun bay and the engine all open, and on the right hand side you'll just have it closed with the engine out on its plinth, and that's what I intend to do. But overall, from what I can see just from the instructions themselves, the kit is quite nicely detailed. I do know it doesn't really come with any like riveting detail. I might stick that in, I don't know. I'll have to get some like period pictures and have a proper look. But those are your instructions, very, very nicely done. And that's what we'll be doing on that one. A quick look at the actual options that you do get. If I can just get these out of the back box. Right, you get your normal, like your stencil data, and you get a very nice colour pullout of obviously your options. As I said before, this one's from Gloster, May 1953. It comes with the old PR blue undersides, and you've got diddly diddly do 33, 31, matte slate grey and medium sea grey, which is a nice combo. However, what I'm going to be doing, like I've said, is the Oman one. Now again, you've got on this one dark green, and you've got on this one dark sea grey, I believe. Yeah, and you still got the PR blue underneath. Plus, also you got a bit of a splash of colour on the nose, and with the decals for the side of the fuselage as well. So yeah, this is the one I quite fancy doing. So that is it. So the kit itself, as you can see, it's still in the bag. It's not even been opened. And one thing I did notice it when I actually did get this out is the colour of the plastic. I know I'm not being boring, but it says here on the box, it says designed and manufactured in the UK. Now I take it that this type of plastic is used in the UK, and the other sort of like very lighter grey stuff that you do get on quite a lot. In fact, yeah, all the ones that I haven't seen are probably overseas. So I think it's India they do the manufacturing for that. I think, don't quote me on that, but just to let you know that yeah, it might be the case. It might not. I might be just talking out my arse. But anyway, let's get the kit out in one bag. Never mind. And we'll start with the old big spruce. Stick that there, and we'll look at the actual wings themselves. Now, from what I can see, they do have, it's really quite nice detail. A slight texture on the actual plastic itself. I can't really see that's been a major problem, but the lines, the panel lines, are very nicely done. They don't seem to fade off anywhere, and they look pretty consistent. But also, just looking on it, but you're looking at the detail on here. Do you know what? That is really, really nice. And what I'll do is I'll stick some pictures on and I'll waffle into you. But yeah, do you know what? The actual, this sprue, I mean, yeah, those are the engine mounts, I believe. Strengthening bars, and the side detail as well. There's all the side console. Very, very nicely done. So yeah, the first sprue, that's not bad at all. Yeah, bloody hell. Right, cool. Next up, you got the fuselage. Again, nicely done. I don't know if they've done that. It looks like you've got a bit of a texture on there. Yeah, I believe that is. They've done a bit of a stressed skin thing on here, which is really, really nice. Because I'm looking at it that way, and I'm thinking, you know, are there like joining points or whatever it is? Because sometimes when that happens, it does reflect on the other side of the kit. But it looks to me that they've got some form of like stressed skin. It's not anywhere else that I can see. It's just around here. Whether it was a different material or what, I really, really don't know. But it's really nice. But again, the detail, as in the panel lines, it's very, very nicely done. You've got the access panels or access hatches on here. And yeah, do you know what? That is really, really nice. You've even got the indent of the rivet holes on the inside here of the actual gun bay covers. Was that, yeah. So yeah, do you know what? This is small, very, very small bits and pieces like that that really do make a big old difference. So yeah, happy with that. Brilliant. Do you know what? I quite like this kit. Right, what we've got now is the upper side of the wings. And again, it's very, very nicely done. I take it that's your wheel bay roofs, is it? Or the ceiling of the roof? You've got one of the noses there, but you've got another sprue for that one. You've got your ailerons and your your rudders maybe, yeah, and your rudders. But again, everything's really nicely done. Got raised rivets on the back, which I take it was. But yeah, very, very nicely done indeed. Again, the panel lining is still consistent. And again, it doesn't fade off the bugger all. So yeah, that's quite a nice nice touch that. So yeah, cool. Next sprue, we have all the little tiddly bits. Right, what we've got is we've got gun bays here, and again they've got some nice detail within that. It's nice and sharp. Do you know what? I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of the time Airfix's detail is quite soft. It's not really sort of like, I don't know, Tamiya or Eddard sort of like standard. But looking in there, just the bays as well. You've got the rivet detail in there. You've got the, I take it it's either wiring or piping of some kind that's in there. It's really nicely done. I mean, very nicely done. But on the end, you've got the injector seat, which does look a bit, but then again, it's okay. You get two. In fact, hang on a minute. No, you get two. You get one with the straps and one without, so you can fit a pilot if you so wish. But everything else, do you know what? It looks really nice and is not an ounce of flash anywhere. Not even on the sprue gates. And, oh yeah, look, you get flattened wheels as well, which is a really nice touch as well. Hey, that is pretty cool. I like that. So yeah, cool. And the last sort of like major sprue, looks like, yeah, you've got pretty much most of the engines, or parts for the engine. You've got the mount here for the actual engine, I believe. You've got the cowling or the engine covers or the engine nozzles, speed brakes. You've got the mountings for it or some form of piping along here. Do you know what? It looks a really nice detailed set of engines actually. Very nicely done as well. I'll check up on the actual engine itself and see if there's anything else I can do with it, as in detail wise. But overall, no, that's very nice. This is your added extra sprue for the photo reconnaissance. And you've got 3 cameras here. Again, I'll stick a bit more of a closer picture on. And you've got the nose with your actual apertures as well. And yeah, actually, that's got rather nice. Cool. And for the clear sprue, yes, I will venture in getting out. Got to say, the clear sprue is really nice. You got you get two versions of the Canopy. I'm not too sure which one I'll be using. I'll be using that one, and that one's got like a cover over it, and it's like frosted. But then you've got your photo reconnaissance lenses there, or the glass bits that go on the inside of the fuselage. But what I'll do is there's a bit of a dip in that one. So what I might do is just replace it with some PVA glue. But overall, that is magic. That really is nice. So yeah, cool. Right, let me put these back in before I do a Lenny on them. Well, that means drop them or scratch them or do something stupid with them. So, right, what I have done and what I have bought, and it's here, I have bought a Eddard photo etch set just for the actual cockpit itself. So it's a very sort of like pretty basic one, but I just thought, do you know what? I just want that little bit more extra detail. I did actually do it on the Javelin, which I did do, which is sat just to my left. And it really sort of like made the actual kit itself. It really was nice. So what we've got here, in fact, I can't even get the bloody thing out. There you go. And again, you've got the instrument panel, side consoles, think maybe the outer sort of like part for the framing of the actual camera themselves. But yeah, it's just a very, very simple basic one, nothing outlandish, and your normal standard Eddard instructions, which are pretty good. You can't really fault these at all. So yeah, so basically guys, ladies and gents, that is it. Right then, so that's your kit, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, straight after this video I'm going to be cracking on with it straight away. This isn't going to be like a build like the Sea Fury, which is, well, you can't see it, it's just there. That's the one I've just finished. In fact, I finished it yesterday, and that was the one I did for the weekend. I don't know why, but it really knackered me out, that one. Probably because I was tired anyway. But anyway, by the by. But yeah, I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this. Weathering wise, I am going to look at some period pictures of the Meteor in and around the Oman area or the Middle East, and see how it fared weather-wise. If I can find some pictures where it has weathered or whatever it is, I shall do a bit of that. And yeah, just generally sort of like try and make it as realistic as I possibly can. Okay, right, leave me to it. I'll crack on, and I'll see you on the next video. So until then, happy modelling, enjoy yourselves, and yeah, take care. Toodle pip.